This video is sponsored by the nonprofit organization that is PPA, Professional Photographers of America. In this video, I'm going to be pushing my creative boundaries a bit using only the Nanolite Pavel tubes to light my model. This is the dual mount from Nanolite. It's not cheap, but I bought two, and this is the transparent clip that comes in the bag. What I wanted to do was create a nice box of light around her where the rear light is actually a little bit farther back so it can give some nice backlight, you know, shoulder edge light. But the key to these shots, as you see in camera, you're gonna wanna use a bloom filter, a Cinebloom or a Pro Mist filter, a filter that's gonna bloom out the lights, because when you take off the filter, it just doesn't look as good. For setup number two, I put a dual mount on each side of her, and these are pretty cool because they rotate. I had the Nanolites mounted horizontally. I had her face at the end of the tube, so it's almost like it's leading up to her face. The idea here was to shoot with a 50mm 1.2, getting those lines leading up to her face, and with her amazing posing, because it wouldn't be the same, with her amazing posing, it really brought this shot together. For this setup, I'm still using both dual mounts, but what I'm doing is stacking them behind her and set all the lights to yellow. I used a black V-flat in the back there because the blue light that I put in front of her, the complementary color of yellow is blue. I was getting a shadow of the whole setup on the wall, so I put a black V-flat there to absorb all the light and the shadows that are hitting the background. And adding that blue light made the biggest difference, because now when I pose her with her face upwards, the glasses, you get that nice blue line across the glasses. It gives it a little bit of more edge. Try to keep that chin high so I can get that light reflection. Yeah. What's funny is that for this last setup, I didn't even intend it to be this way. I actually meant to shoot from the side with a telephoto lens, shooting through the Nanolites, but they're just not long enough. And I saw this really nice reflection on the floor, so I started to get down on the ground, and I was shooting off the floor, man. We were getting some really great shots. I just wish that I had more dedicated face light, but I think that, you know, I'm gonna excuse my technical OCD for this one and just go with the vibe here. We are gonna take a super quick break and tell you about my sponsor for today. That's PPA, Professional Photographers of America. Now, just for a second, imagine your worst nightmare coming to life and you experience an SD card failure. You just lost all of the content that you just captured for your client. I don't wish that upon my worst enemy, but I wanted to highlight something that you may not know about, and that's PPA's indemnification trust. This coverage is designed specifically for photographers, and it covers you for data loss recovery services and even the legal fees if you have an unhappy client. All you have to do is call, file a claim, and help is gonna be on the way. Not only that, but you also get some pretty sweet benefits that I've talked about previously, like the $15,000 worth of equipment insurance, education, even customizable contracts. I left a link for you down in the description box. If you use that, you're gonna get a special discount on your membership.
I did not pay for these lights, nor did I want to buy them, even when I saw everyone talking about them and they looked cool, I'm not gonna lie. But they were kind of expensive, so I was like, I don't see a use for it, you know, like I really gotta justify my purchase here. So they sent them to me for free, and you know, it's a no strings attached kind of thing. It's almost like they have confidence in their product that, hey, they're probably gonna enjoy it, they'll probably talk about it on their own. But I end up purchasing the mounts, and those were also kind of expensive because I thought it was actually a pretty good investment after using these lights. And I have a ton of lights in here, all kinds of them, RGB, LED, from all the brands, okay? These Nanolites are the most versatile lights that I have in my studio. You can mount these lights almost like an infinite amount of ways, and people on YouTube have gotten really creative with the mounting. Let's get those creative juices flowing, okay? For this photo shoot, I just did a couple different setups, and look how interesting, how futuristic, and just like how edgy the photos were. It has all of the features that all these modern RGB LED lights have, like, you know, the police lights and the candle and the fireworks and all those special effects. It has, I mean, it has it all. They are fully featured lights. Right now I'm using these lights as my main light to light me. I have one back here, and I got that bloom filter. I got that Cine bloom filter on there. Look how crazy cool this setup is. And I just set this up. It took me 5 minutes to set this up. Imagine, put a little bit more time and effort into setting up something creative. Anyone that wants to add a creative value to either your photo or video production, I mean, this right here, this is it. This can do it for you. On a separate note, other than these lights, do you guys see the effects that I'm getting out of camera using the bloom filter? This bloom filter is amazing. I'm actually gonna take it off for a second. This is the Cine Bloom 20%. I'm gonna take it off and you're gonna see the difference here. Now, look at what we got. We got a sharper image. You get to see a lot more of my flaws here, but the straight out of camera image is more sharp and crisp. If you're interested in doing anything like what I did in this video, or even for, you know, for video purposes, shooting music video, I would say, man, get one of these Cine Bloom filters or a Pro Mist, whatever it is, and have fun. Yeah, that is my honest user review of these nanolights. Very versatile, but expensive.